Hello and welcome back to the travel story of the RX7. So I left you guys when we just revealed what the car is, took the tour of Slide Motorsport, maybe you want to check that out. And so, the first drive of the RX7 is, well, it's got quite a long drive. It's got to go from here all the way to Ireland. So most people, they buy a car, and that'd be a reliable car probably, they still trailer it back. But I mean, it's roadworthy, it's insured, taxed, it's all completely legal, and we're just essentially going to drive it back, so why not? So I've never drove a Rotary, I've never obviously driven an RX7, so I've never drove a Rotary, so I'm not really sure how it's going to be. We're going to, well, I guess we're just going to jump in, see what it's like, talk through it, and actually go through a genuine first road test from my point of view of the RX7. Okay, so grab this. I don't like them, I'm going to be driving a long way. Okay, so it's on my knee. Does the steering wheel go up? Hopefully. Nope, steering wheel does not go up. Okay, so it has an immobilizer. I'm not going to show you where this is. Is it broken already? It's not even trying to tick over. Do you know who found the immobilizer on the car? This is embarrassing. Okay, so I think I figured this out through someone telling me. And now we should be able to... Oh, for God's sakes! Can you give it a go? Yeah. Is this normal for a Rotary? No.
Do you want to book it in?
There we go. I was expecting more of the stereotypical bop 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 bop.
No.
But definitely need exhaust. Right, thank you for everything.
See you later.
Goodbye. At least it's started now. This is the driving position, so it's a bit awkward. Let's go. Island. I feel like it's like a Lord of the Rings quest. So the quest continues. Just move you a little bit. Very nervous with driving cars that are not mine for the first time, that I don't feel comfortable with, especially a classic car. So yeah, it's got a standard exhaust, as you heard. So yeah, my opinion on it, Rotaries, is probably like everybody else's opinion. You're not really too sure about them. Like, you hear lots of bad things, not many great things, and yeah, that's why they kind of have a bad name. The RX8, for example. So this is my genuine first opinion and view of a Rotary. And to be fair, I'm not sure what I was expecting. I mean, it drives like a normal car. The engine feels fine. You hear that they're not very torquey, so you have to rev them quite a bit. But we're not at that stage yet. We're just gonna. We've got 3 hours to go. We've got a long way to go with this, and we're going to take a nice gentle drive, stop off at a few places, maybe get a few pictures, a few videos. I don't know. We'll see how we get on. Third gear, 3,000 revs, floor. Oh, the very revs are 7,000 RPM. No wonder. Okay, so there's really not that much at like 3,000, but then it kind of around 4,000 to 5,000 really starts to step up. What is that annoying noise? Why do all cars have that annoying noise of something rattling? So this car is very good condition, and we're not releasing exactly what's going off with it, but it's quite debatable what is actually going to be done to the car with it being so in. So there's probably some RX7 owner clubs out there that may not be too happy, but at the end of the day, it's his car. He's got a vision in his head, and that's the vision that he's going for. So that is the vision that he's going to try and achieve. That will be released in later episodes. This is just getting the car home today in one piece. Well, one working piece to be exact. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Oh, it's becoming an awkward phone call. Okay, so I guess I'm on a bit of a motorway sit there, so I'm gonna make a cut here and join you when it hopefully gets a bit more exciting. Okay, so I said I would cut back when things got a bit more interesting, and they have got more interesting, but you may be wondering why I'm outside of the car not driving. Is because Rotaries are crap. They're real bad, they're not reliable, and essentially we've broken down. From what I can work out, the alternator belt has snapped, and then all the lights came up in the dash, and I thought that was just a normal old car problem, but apparently it was because there was no voltage going through. So it looks like I used to live in Sheffield, and these are my good friends, Alistair and AJ. Hey. Alright. So we've had to get people trying to fix the car.
No. It is 10.
Okay, so the situation is we have a ferry in about 5 hours. It's 3 hours to the ferry, and we're here. So we have approximately 2 hours to fix this problem. We don't have the spare belt. There's someone off going to a motor factories to find a belt, or modify a bigger belt, or put it around. So I don't even know what the plan is. Plan's been made. So hopefully the next time I'm on the road on the way to the ferry and we make it. Are you guys confident?
Yeah, why not?
It's never confident when they say at the start of it. So
this spanner you've given me is just amazing.
Like I've got to say the tools that I said, have you got tools? And you said, yeah, I've got tools. These are the tools that were brought, and he didn't even bring a 10mm spanner, which everybody knows is the thing that's used most.
Swap, not stripping down an FC.
It is a belt swap. It's just a bit more complicated than it seems like. A lot of you will know that it is a lot more complicated a lot of the time. So essentially, the belt from there has snapped, and it goes to there.
Pretty much.
But we have bigger ones that we may be able to stretch over down there, which seems like a very good plan. But then again, is it a good plan when you're doing a 3-hour journey straight after to make a ferry? Buy all cars, they say. It's fun, they say. It's not fun. But check out the cool campers. Maybe I should just try and swap one of them and bring them. I'm not sure how Dave would be, but yeah. Everything has actually gone to plan, it seems.
Yeah, pretty much.
As much as the plan has gone.
With your second-hand belt from Motor Factors, brand new.
A bit sour about the second-hand belt. So, anyways, we got to the Motor Factors. The Motor Factors was just closing. We got the exact same belt, which was apparently second-hand, but it was a £5, so who really cares? Everything's gone on. Every single tensioner. Did you say there was bolts missing out of some of the tensioners?
Yeah, you had a bolt missing from your air pump tensioner, and all your belts completely slack.
Okay, so every single tensioner was slack, which they probably, even if the belt hadn't have snapped, it's probably lucky that the belt did snap. So we actually brought this to our attention. But yeah, so all the belts tightened up, new belt put on, everything seems to be going back together, and fingers crossed we shall get back to this when everything is put on and hopefully back on the road. Right, so here goes. Oh, for God's sakes! I pressed every button and it always happens. Oh, electric's happened. Yeah, it's not letting me gas it.
No.
Then it just stops. Should we let it charge up a bit?
Nah, because you're not really doing anything by charging it. Now is as good a time as any to start it. Just make sure you...
It smells funny.
Fuel, Josh.
When you press throttle, is it just not...
No, if I leave the starter on, if I keep on cranking the starter it'll go. Shall I leave doing that, or is that bad?
Let it, as long as it starts, just do whatever you need to do to keep it running.
Okay. Okay, I'm throttling it a little bit. I think we're good. I think we are good. Does the... Oh, we have electrics. Just gonna check a few things over, then we'll be back on the road, and I'm not sure how much time we've got left. I'm not sure how close it's gonna be, but oh, why is it always like this for me? I set off early, and now I'm in this situation. Let's pick up somewhere down the way, and hopefully it's not as much of a disaster as it's been so far.
What's up guys, sorry to interrupt this video, but I want to give a big shout out to one of our main partners here at Drift Games, Link ECU. Now we run Link ECU in our cars all the time, and they're an incredible piece of kit. These little boxes, you get the most advanced tuning software, you also get to monitor your car at the track, and we've found it the most helpful thing we've ever put in a car. We get the best out of each of our drift cars and road cars with these, and they're also run by the best drifters in the world, like the guys from the Drift Masters European Championship. If you want to check out the full range of Link ECU products, go onto their website, and I'm sure there's something for your car there right now.
Okay, so I'm on the road. A few things happened since I put down the camera last, so I believe the last thing I filmed, we're in a bit of a celebration time, fixed the car, it was running, everything like that. So we turned the car off and we saw on the new belt that we fixed that we suspect was not a new belt, 3 of the teeth had disintegrated. So yeah, that's not a good sign. So within the 5 to 10 minutes of warming the car up, it sheared that many teeth off. So I mean, this was 4 hours before the ferry was to leave. So we tried to turn the engine on again and it just wouldn't idle. It was idling fine, and then when we turned it on again, it just died. Every time you would ignite the starter, every time you pulled it back, it just turned off, like you were turning off the engine. So that was the other problem. So we were puzzled over this, rung Wayne as I always do, and he gave a few suggestions. I took the casing off, as you can see down there, that's now hanging, and for some reason we took that off, gave it a bit of a wiggle and everything, and it starts. So I'm not sure how temperamental that is. So I said, I'm going on a 3-hour journey now. What do I need? How can you bodge stuff? So anyway, so he said, number one, the car can run without an alternator. It just needs charging the battery. And luckily it's an old car, there's not that many electrics. So it will run for about an hour or so, maybe even more. He doesn't fully know. So we went to Halford and we got 2 batteries fully charged, hopefully. And then he said he saw that someone used cable ties as a temporary belt fix. So I got the biggest cable ties I have seen in my life, and I'm impressed with what normal cable ties can do. So I mean they've got to be pretty impressive. So I was hoping to do a bit of a car review on the way back. That's obviously not going to happen because I'm going to be very nervous to if I can actually make it home, if this belt's going to go, when it's going to go. So as it stands now, I will get to the ferry terminal an hour before it departs, which is fine. It closes half an hour before. But if the belt goes and breaks down, that only means I have half an hour to fix the car, which is not fine. So yeah, that's where I am now. There's going to be no interest in driving because I'm driving it as slow as can be to try and have the alternator belt spinning as least as possible. And yeah, I guess next time I switch on the camera will be a problem, or I'll be at the ferry terminal. See you when I see you. So we're 2 hours into the journey, in a tunnel, and that's just teasing. But no lights on the dash, temperatures, everything good. The first time this journey, I think we may make it. Oh God, wipers. Well, to probably everybody's surprise, we made it. I wanted to kind of do maybe a big sort of build the suspense and everything like that, but to be honest, I think we were that late. The person, well, she knew who I was because I must have been the only person that didn't check in yet, so she gave me my thing straight away. Made the boat by 10 minutes, I think, and the belt didn't snap. I have no idea what condition it's in. To my surprise, the car actually made it, which is, oh God, a speed bump. The face everyone makes. So yeah, I'm not going to bore you with the ferry crossing or anything like that. So I guess I'm going to leave you here. I'm going to be an island. It looks like we are going to make it. I got the top deck, which is renowned to be easier to get cars on, even though there's a big bump there. Oh God. Oh, that's just there. Even all the dials, look at that. Everything is mint. So I'm going to leave it here and yeah, catch you on the other side. So we're just coming into Ireland now, just about to, what's it called when a ship docks? Just about to dock up. So we just turned the car on, and I'm not sure if it's because it's cold, but there's a squeaking noise. I'm not sure you can hear that, it's quite faint, but the squeaking noise of a belt being loose. So hopefully, well, we've only got half an hour to go until we get to the shed. So hopefully it makes it. It's, to be fair, now we're in Ireland, it's not too bad because I just get it picked up and everything like that. And as long as we can get off the boat and out the port, then the problems are kind of over. So next time I turn the camera on is when I arrive, and the boys will be in the shed, and I can abuse Dave for how much of a shit he bought. It's caused me hell. So yeah, fast forward time now. Okay, so all the warning lights have come on. So I'm about half an hour to where I need to be. Not good at all. Well, at least I know it's on the warning lights because the temperature is good. You can see there, temperature's good. It's got fuel in, it's got oil pressure. So at least I know it's not all those things there. So more than likely is the belt that was absolutely on its edge the whole way. But you know what, it's got me over to Ireland. That's all I said I wanted it to do. But will it get me to the garage? The story continues. It's a constant adventure, this, of what are your guesses? Will it make it, will it not? Did you think it would have made it from the start? Has it got further than you thought it would? Time will tell. I think I can start my celebratory victory drive speech now, because I am only about 2 minutes away. My god, I'm not sure if I've never seen an alternator belt go, but the picture from what we took at the very start of, after 2 minutes of it being in the driving on, what it looked like, how it's done about 400 miles? 400 miles on that belt is astonishing. I'm not even sure if it has let go. This could be another problem. This car's obviously very problematic, but if it has gone and now it's gone on battery power, it's almost like it held on just enough to get me home. As much as I do hate this car, and Dave right now, to be honest, it's made the journey a little bit more interesting. Not saying it's good interesting in a way, but it's like one of the things, now you're here, you don't mind that it's happened, as long as it gets you there, and that's what this car's done. It has got me there. It's almost like Rocky is parading me in. He's cheering me, or he's going to eat me. You made it! You can happily take that. It's not in the best condition.
Dirty, but that's fine.
Well, the center console's hanging down.
Why is the center console hanging down?
So I took that off, and then some bits came off, and then it started working, and then I just kind of left it there because it was working, and I was late for the ferry, so that's what happened. What I'm intrigued for, right?
Actually, you bought a car on my behalf, and then you hot wired it to take it home.
Essentially, yeah. So this is. Oh my god! So that even came off there.
Which is the alternator belt?
The one that's so the one that's supposed to be connected to there, that's the one that was snapping. That's obviously snapped. That one,
that's the water pump.
I'm guessing when this snapped, that knocked that off. That's to move the fan. So it was moving the fan through that.
Well, she's down there alright. I can see the whole belt. There she is. I can't believe you got home. I was like giving you good words of encouragement over the phone, but I was like, I don't know if he's going to make this home.
Have you seen what I had to buy as a... This was my backup. These
Jesus!
Those cable ties are my backup.
You build a house with them. I've never even seen cable ties that big before.
I brought you back a present.
Is it another bit of the car?
It's a spanner.
Why would you need a spanner?
Because you are a spanner.
Just got an adjustable wrench just in case to put the battery on.
Absolutely.
Well, it's another tool for the guys. It's a tool with a story. So it's here. We have an RX-7 at the Drift Games garage. Just about.
Can you just close this chapter now?
Yeah, we'll lock it up, we'll leave it here, and we'll leave this episode here. Thank you, Josh, for taking a big risk and bringing it back. We have got a new RX7 at the Drift Games garage. We're going to do some mental stuff with this. This is not going to stay stock. It's going to be completely transformed very, very quickly. I can't wait to show you guys the plans we have for it. And on the next couple of episodes, you're going to see this thing get torn down, built back up, and made into something insane. So check that out in the future. If you like the car, if you think Josh is a brave man, let us know in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.
And now we should be able to, oh, for God's sakes, it's not a smooth start anyways. This is just getting the car home today in one piece. Well, one working piece to be exact. Hopefully fingers crossed. Oh, this could be an awkward phone call. We'll see how we get on.